Hello, fellow students. My name is AJ, and I will be talking to you guys about movie characters that are resembled of interpersonal communication. I chose this topic because I am a connoisseur of movies, and when I saw this movie listed as one of the options for this assignment, I immediately thought that this was a perfect option for me. I also think that this is a good correlation to what we've been studying in class because a lot of movies use this interpersonal communication, whether it be nonverbal or verbal to some extent. The movie that I chose for this assignment is The Pursuit of Happiness, which came out in 2006. According to IMDb.com, the movie is based on a true story about a guy named Chris Gardner, played by Will Smith. He is a struggling salesman. He is trying to sell his product, which is a bone density scanner. As he tries to make his ends meet, his wife divorces him and he is forced to take custody of his son, Christopher, who is played by his real-life son, Jaden Smith. He embarks on beginning a life-changing profession as an unpaid internship of a stockbroker. However, with this internship, he will have to work his way up to a paid position because the chances of him getting a paid internship are bleak. In order to receive pay, he has to endure 6 months of training as well as outperform the competition. At the same time, he also must sell his product to help take care of his son. According to skillsyouneed.com, interpersonal communication is the process by which people exchange information, feelings, and meaning through verbal and nonverbal messages. It is face-to-face communication. The article goes on to say, interpersonal communication is not just about what is actually said, the language used, but how it is said, and the nonverbal messages sent through tone of voice, facial expressions, gestures, and body language. According to INLPcenter.org, there's a scene in the movie where Gardner is being interviewed for a stockbroker position. The chief broker asks, "What would say if a guy walked into an interview without a shirt and I hired him? What would you say?" Chris Gardner's answer was clever, and he used a type of interpersonal communication skill that defines the characteristics of high achievers. Gardner reframed the interviewer's suggestion that he would look bad for hiring him and implied there is no chance the hiring manager could look bad. This technique is called an indirect compliment. It is also known as conversation reframing. This technique teaches us that meaning is ever-changing. We can redefine anything if we have the knowledge to do so. This can also be argued as nonverbal behavior. Non-listening behavior, sorry. According to asadbenjamilblogspot.com, Pursuit of Happiness utilizes Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The hierarchy of needs are survival, safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization. The movie shows survival when his wife leaves him and his son. he and his son do not give up, and they are able to survive on their own. Chris Gardner was a proponent of safety. He found safety by finding shelter for him and his son. Chris Gardner was a very social person. He did not visibly show the issues he has been dealing with. He was able to adapt to his new environment. He shows great amounts of esteem. He has the self-confidence to achieve his goal. Self-actualization is shown when he overcomes his adversity and works hard to achieve his end goal as being a stockbroker. According to Medium.com, the movie Pursuit of Happiness is a great example of someone who has little to nothing but chooses to be happy and not let the circumstances of his life slow him down. As we can see from watching the movie, Chris Gardner, played by Will Smith, goes through his own pursuit of happiness despite having a multitude of dark and hard moments. Ultimately, his choice to be optimistic and push forward gives him the power to be happy. According to HireTheYouth.org, the pursuit of happiness shows us that interpersonal communication develops and sustains relationships. Pertaining to the movie, it shows that Chris Gardner and his son's relationship grows as the movie progresses. The fact that Will Smith got to work with his son Jaden Smith makes the movie more personal and relatable. They have a very mature relationships, and dad aspire to have this same kind of relationship with their sons. Towards the end of the movie, Christopher Gardner's appreciation for his dad grows. This is a very inspiring movie that teaches us that we can overcome adversity and turn our life around, as well as achieve what we want to accomplish in life. Thank you.